Hi everyone, welcome to week 12, and this week we're going to be assembling our paper. In this video I'm going to show you how to put together an MLA format paper. If you're doing APA, please do the video down below, okay? All right, so here we go for MLA. I recommend that you have your textbook out because I'm going to show you what to look at in the textbook and what not to look at. So pause the video, go get your textbook, and when you're ready, just hit play and we'll go through it. Okay, so here we go. This is chapter 7, right, of your textbook. And we're going to skip down to the section that is on assembling the parts of a research paper. So there, I'd like you to see that the first subheading is first page of a research paper without a separate title page. Please skip that. We are doing a separate title page for this paper. Okay, so skip that and go down to title page. So here for this paper, it's a little bit more significant. We're going to put a title page on it. Just follow the directions. But real quick, on that title page, you're going to have the title of your essay, of your paper, the word by, and then your first and last name. Skip a couple of lines, put my name, the class, and the date in MLA format, please. Then it shows you how to do the first page of your paper, which is a little bit different from the traditional MLA format. Again, just follow the directions here, but in short, the pagination starts here. So up in the header, you're going to put your last name, space, and the page number, and use page number, not type 1, so it'll automatically paginate. If you don't know how to do that, let me know. I'll show you. Then you retype the title, and then you start your paper. Okay. If you have charts and graphs, follow the directions here. There are some indications here on how to, make sure you double space the whole thing. And then it has something called an outline page. So I'm not sure why they put this after the first page, because it actually goes before the first page. So your paper is going to be the title page, then the outline page, and then the first page, and then the rest of the paper. Okay, so the outline page, it says here, I highlighted, please place it immediately after the title page. And I'm going to ask you to write a topic outline, not a sentence outline. Okay, and I'll show you why. Note that it says, again, just follow the directions here. And here's a quick little snapshot. You will have page numbers. You'll have your last name and the page number, but the page numbering is different. It's lowercase Roman numerals. So probably your outline's just going to be one page long. So you'll have, I would put Blake space lowercase I. Then you have the word outline, the word thesis, and type your thesis statement, just that one sentence. Then a topic outline that looks something like this, no full sentences. And then the word conclusion, and not the whole conclusion paragraph, but just a one sentence summary of your conclusion. Okay? And then they have the rest of the paper, and the works cited page goes last in MLA format. And please note, this list begins on a new page. Even if your last page has lots of white space, start a new page for the works cited list, and you continue the pagination from the previous page. Okay. So if you remember, we've already done an outline, but that's a different outline. That outline was your research outline. So it showed me and you what the direction of your research was going to go in. This one will be a little bit different, okay, and I'll show you how. So before we had your introduction, if you remember, for the first part here, you're just going to write the word thesis, and then you're going to grab your thesis statement from your paper, and you're just going to put your thesis right there. Okay. Then that's where you start the outline part, and here you want the outline to reflect what you've actually written in your paper, which might look a little different from what you had planned to write last week or 2 weeks ago. So for example, we originally said it was going to be background information. So we go down here and we see, oh, our background information, we actually called the history of homeschooling. So I'm just going to change this to the history of homeschooling. And you might want to do secondary levels here, or you might not. I'm going to keep them. So let's say I had one paragraph on history, one part on history, one part on kinds, and leave that there. Okay. We originally said we're going to put some argument sections in there. Let's see what we called it. in the paper, we called it Why You Should Homeschool, and then the subheadings were academics and family. So here we would just write why you should homeschool, I can spell, and then we had academics and family. And here again, you might want to put some secondary parts that reflect your paper, or you might want to just leave it as something like that. That's fine. We knew we wanted to have a counter argument, but here we called it homeschool children socially stunted, not in the least. So that's what we're going to write up here. Oops. Homeschooled children socially stunted. That's the counter argument. Some people say homeschool children are socially stunted, not in the least. Okay. And again, you could sort of have some secondary levels here if you wanted to. You could even do acknowledge, concede, and refute, or you could just leave it like that. That's fine. Okay. Instead of the conclusion here, if you remember, it wasn't part of the outline format. It was sort of separate, and we're not going to type the whole conclusion, but a summary, which actually looks kind of like this. I'm just going to chop that out. Okay, so just a one-sentence summary of your conclusion. Whoops. And so your outline might be something as short as that, and that's fine. Okay, so it's going to show the reader a quick snapshot of the structure of your argument, what your reasons are, things like that. And that's going to be after the top title page, before the paper itself. You could look again at this sample memoir. This is not formatted correctly because you're not going to have this kind of a heading. But this one does have the works cited. Actually, I think the works cited does not start on a new page either. So this is not really a great example. I'll show you a better example. If you go to the Purdue OWL, so if you just Google Purdue, that's a university, online writing lab OWL, right? And MLA format, there's a nice sample paper here. This one, again, does not have the title page and the outline, but it gives you a lot of the other parts. So, for example, it does show you how to do the headings. So it says here, if you look at this one, when using headings in MLA, title the main sections a different style font than the paper's title, for example, in small caps like they do here. And so this might be, the arguments. I forget what we called it, right? Argument section. And then it was academics and family, right? So use another style, for example, italics, to differentiate level 3 headers from level 2 headers. So family might be in italics here, and academics might be, academics was first, and then family might be in italics there. So that can give you a sense. You can see the last name, space, page number, and this paper goes on until this paper actually has a notes section. We are not going to have a notes section, so yours will be different. But it does have a works cited. It starts on a new page. The pagination continues from the previous page. It is hanging indented, and it's in MLA format. So lots of little details to pay attention to. So that's a quick overview on how to put your paper together. If you have questions, obviously, let me know. Do the best for the rough draft. I will be giving you feedback on the rough draft, the one that you're submitting Tuesday. And we're moving forward, getting close to the end. Good luck. Have a great week, everybody.